New skins in the store as well. This is Kate's new skin. Looks alright, looks alright. I'm not a Kate player, so I don't really care. This is Jonah finally getting a skin. Looks alright. I'm glad he's getting some love. Now, the skin we're actually interested in. Jesus Christ. That skin is menacing. Holy. Gimme. Damn it. Hello, everyone. This is PotatoLegion here. This is a developer update for July. I haven't actually read it, so I'll be reacting with you guys. So let's have a quick read. Summer is upon us, and the entity's realm is heating up between an extra special guest making its long-awaited debut and the return of a classic summertime event. Our next update is already packed with content, but we're just getting started. We have loads of exciting features and balance changes in store for you, and we're going to dive into each of them today. So, Survivor disconnect bots. Nobody likes being left hanging, especially when you're literally left hanging on a hook. Disconnections are sometimes unavoidable, and while disconnect penalties can help discourage people from leaving a match, they don't soften the blow when you're abandoned early on. Our studies, unsurprisingly, found that your odds of escaping drop significantly when you remove even one survivor from the trial. Who would have guessed? That's where a Dwight bot and his many friends come in. Going forward, any survivor who disconnects will be replaced with an AI substitute. When this happens, everyone in the match will be notified that a bot has taken over. This does not change anything on the disconnecting player side. They will still receive a DC penalty and forfeit any blood points they've accumulated. We've been working hard towards improving our survivor bot AI ever since the introduction to custom games last year. That's really, really cool that they've been introducing bots, and to be honest, most of the bots are better than all of you guys. So, successful report feedback. They're actually changing the report feature as well. I'm not going to read all of that. So this is the report feature now. You can actually put in your successful reports as well, and they put in a date of them actioning it. That's really sweet. So these feedback messages will apply to both temporary for things like harassment as well as permanent bans for cheating. That's really, really cool that they let you know what's going on. I like that. Oh, Onryo changes. Let's have a read. I might have a proper read here. The Onryo, a little over a year ago, the Onryo crawled out of the TV and into our hearts and the entity's realm for the first time. It's been interesting to see different playstyles emerge since then, and today we've had some changes in store to make the Onryo more terrifying than ever. Projection. When the Onryo is demanifested, she can project herself to any power TV around the map. This would inflict nearby survivors with a stack of condemned in the process. We have made significant changes to this mechanic. Projecting to a TV now applies 3/4 of a stack of condemned to all survivors not carrying a cursed tape, was 1 stack to nearby survivors. The time a TV is disabled after an Onryo projects to it has been reduced to 70 seconds, was 100 seconds. This can be further reduced using add-ons. The time a TV is disabled after a survivor removes the cursed tape has been increased to 90 seconds, or 60 seconds. Projection now has a 15-second cooldown, since there is no longer a range limit on the condemned effect, will lead to limit how frequently this can happen. So it takes a while for you to teleport now, 15 seconds, but every time you do, every survivor gets 3/4 of a stack of condemned. This is gonna, I don't know if this feels more like a nerf, to be honest, but I feel like she's gonna be constantly harassing you, and now you have to interact with the TVs. Otherwise, you're going to end up getting condemned. Cursed tapes. Cursed tapes have become more dangerous as well. Though holding a cursed tape may protect you from the condemned effect when she teleports, they come with their own risks. Getting hit with a basic attack while carrying a cursed tape will apply 1 stack of condemned. When a survivor carrying a cursed tape is hooked, all other survivors gain 1 stack of condemned and the tape is destroyed. That's massive. Holding a cursed tape no longer passively builds condemned. Cursed tapes can now be placed in any TV other than the one they were retrieved from. Okay, that's a bit of a nerf to her. That makes sense though if they're making it more easy to get condemned. Taking a cursed tape is now a strategic choice you will need to make. The protection it offers may be beneficial, but it will be more punishment if you are caught carrying one. You want to plan out carefully to get rid of your tape if you fear the Onryo. Demanifestation. We have also made a few adjustments to her demanifested state. The Onryo can no longer be stunned while demanifested. Chases are prevented when demanifested, making it more difficult to keep track of the Onryo's position. She can no longer be stunned, which is interesting. Can she go through pallets then? Interesting. Curious to see how this all pans out. Need to see it in action before I make my final comments. It's very interesting. Lastly, we've done some balancing to the Onryo's add-ons, bringing her highest and lowest performing add-ons to the rest. Okay, cool. Hook grabs. We've all been in that situation before. A survivor runs towards a hook friend, but a killer is nearby, so you both play a thrilling game of unhook chicken. The survivor attempts to trick the killer into swinging so they don't get grabbed. Meanwhile, the killer tries to predict when the survivor may commit to the unhook to grab them and prevent the save. Beyond this scenario leading to some very awkward gameplay, we also make it possible for face camping killers to potentially defend the hooked survivor and put a second survivor into the dying state while they're at it. In this next update, we are removing grabs from unhooking survivors. In practice, this means that the awkward mind game when unhooking has been eliminated. Be warned, however, you are still not safe while unhooking. Though you may succeed in rescuing the hooked survivor, the killer will still be able to hit you twice before you make your escape. In most cases, you will trade your safety for your friends. As a survivor player, I like this mechanic because it punishes killers for camping, but when it comes to the end game and the killer has no other option and there's multiple survivors nearby, he can no longer 1-for-1. So he has to face, yeah, it's a win for survivors, but a huge loss for killers in terms of end game. Two survivors can run to hook, take hits for each other, guarantee a safe unhook, and get out. Whereas a killer would normally try and grab to 1-for-1 in a sense. Interesting. I feel like a lot of killers are going to be quite annoyed about this, but it's... in me personally as a killer player, I've rarely had this scenario, so I don't think it's that deep. I think it's fine. It just punishes killers that overcamp, which is a good thing. Ooh, brand new part. Okay. In recent months, brand new parts have once again become a hot topic for discussion. On their own, they can shave quite a bit of time from a generator, but this has compounded when multiple survivors bring one to a trial. We realize this can be frustrating for killers to face, so we've decided to rework this add-on. When a brand new part is installed, you will face a difficult skill check. Upon succeeding the skill check, the generator's required charges are reduced by 10 and the add-on is consumed. In terms of time saved, the updated brand new part will save 10 seconds compared to the previous 22.5 seconds. As this lowers the required charges for the affected generator, any regression perks which apply regression based on generator total charges will have their effectiveness slightly reduced. So are you telling me 4 people can go brand new part on a gen, shave off 40 seconds on a gen, so a gen would only take 50 seconds? Perks, the update has also been balanced with many perks as well. I'm glad they nerfed brand new parts. Okay, let's see. We've got a lot of perk changes as well. Holy moly, this is a massive update. Coup de Grace, activating when generators are powered means this perk can only activate up to 5 times per match. Extended lunges can surely make a difference, but it's difficult to benefit from this perk when they're so limited. To help it come into play more often, Coup de Grace will now gain 2 tokens when a gen is done. Nice! Claustrophobia, this perk also activates when a generator is powered, since it only blocks vault locations within 32 meters of the generator being completed. It's very likely the perk won't come into any play unless you happen to be chasing the survivor nearby. We are removing the range restriction. Survivors want to react quickly and find a pallet instead of a window. That's so good. Gen is done, no windows. Nice. I'm glad they're making really bad perks somewhat viable. Hangman's Trick. Hangman's Trick finds itself in a tricky spot. Its range is fairly small given the hooks are very common. However, increasing the range any further would cause it to reveal auras across nearly the entire map. Hangman's Trick will become a Scourge Hook. Hangman's Trick. This perk now reveals the auras of survivors within 8, 9, 10 meters of a Scourge Hook whenever a survivor is being carried. Nice, you could tie that in with Pain Res, stop people sabotaging. Pretty cool. Territorial Imperative. Short aura reading duration can make it easy to miss. Add on to make it fairly large distance, acquire it, and be quickly very tricky to use effectively. We've increased the duration of the aura revealed to 4, 5, 6 seconds was free. We've also lowered the distance a killer must be from the basement entrance to 24 meters was 32. To give survivors an opportunity to sneak in for a rescue, we've increased the cooldown timer of Territorial Imperative to 45 seconds. Nice, now they're buffing a basement perk. That's really, really cool. Remember Me. So each time your obsession loses a health state, gain a token. Each token increases the opening time of the exit gates by 6 seconds rather than 4 seconds. So it now takes 24 seconds to open the door rather than 16 seconds. Hex crowd control. We're increasing the duration of entity blockers caused by hex crowd control to 40, 50, 60 seconds. It was 10, 12, 14. Survivors want to find and cleanse the associated hex before it's too late. What? Damn, that's nice. I mean, it is a hex, so who cares? You can easily counter it. But once you vault a window, you're not using it again during chase. That's really nice. Trial of Torment. To make this perk more threatening, Trial of Torment will now only deactivate when the affected generator stopped regressing, not when a health state is lost. I like that. So you have to actually touch the gen and the killer can stay in the stealthy state. Really, really nice change. Holy shit. Awesome. Most of these killer perks are fantastic. They're really, really good. And they're not overbearing, overpowered. They're just fun and something different to shake up the meta. I like it. Let's have a look at survivor perks. Prove thyself. This perk grants a repair speed bonus for each survivor within a small range, allowing survivors to negate the penalty for working on a generator simultaneously. Though it is just as efficient to work on a separate generator, there is still tremendous value in being able to finish a specific generator very quickly through co-op repairs. To bring this perk in line with other options, we're reducing the repair speed bonus to 6, 8, 10% per nearby survivor, was 15%. And they've also removed the blood point bonus for co-op repairs. A 5% nerf, I will take it. It is better than nothing. Blast Mine. We've increased the duration of Blast Mine to 120 seconds, was 45 seconds. So it lasts a lot longer now. That is interesting. I feel like Blast Mine's gonna be brought a lot as well now. You can defend a generator for a very long time. So wiretap as well is at the same buff as well, so 120 seconds as well. We've also normalized the activation requirements and text description between Blast Mine and wiretap, meaning wiretap will now activate after 50% worth of a generator was 33. So it takes you longer to get it, but in exchange you can hold it down for longer on a gen. Okay, interesting. Saboteur. The hook breaking heroes out there will know that even a fraction of a second can make a difference between sabotage and hook and getting hit. When you swing in for the save, you want to get the job done as quickly as possible. We have reduced the time it takes to sabotage a hook without a toolbox to 2.3 seconds, was 2.5. We've also adjusted the cooldown for the perk to 60 seconds, was 90, 75, 60 seconds. So it's still 60 seconds at tier 3. So tier 1 and tier 2 are better. Not a massive change, to be honest. You won't notice the 0.2. So, okay, interesting. I'm glad they're looking at it a little bit. Clairvoyance. Aura reading can be handy, but there are only so many totems around. Clairvoyance will now activate upon blessing a totem in addition to cleansing. Okay, interesting change. Breakout. Breakout now increases the wiggle speed of the carrier by 25%, was 20. However, to make this more risky, Breakout now activates within a 5 meter range, was 6. You've got to be closer for the survivor to get slightly stronger wiggle. Be very careful now. That 5% will make a difference. Buckle up. Upon healing a survivor from the dying state, both you and the healed survivor gain the endurance status effect for 6, 8, 10 seconds. I mean, that's very interesting. That's kind of strong. You can't punish anyone for picking someone up. This is going to be very common, I think. Buckle up actually meta? Question mark? All right. Smash hit. To make Smash Hit a more interesting choice, we've reduced the duration of the exhaustion effect to 30, 25, 20 seconds. Was up to 40 seconds. Smash Hit meta as well. I feel like Smash Hit isn't that popular because it's hard to pull off and a lot of killers can avoid being stunned. So the fact they buffed it is honestly fine. I like the fact they're changing the meta, yeah. Spine Chill. Now that the perk... Sorry, Spine Chill. Now that the visual tear radius is available, we're removing the tear radius visualization aspect of the perk. Killer tweaks. All right, there's so much. Oh my god, I'm barely done. Killer tweak, this is awesome. The Executioner. The Executioner has a built-in mechanic to prevent him from camping a survivor in one of the cages. If he comes within 5 meters of a cage, it will disappear and reappear somewhere else on the map. This range is fairly small, which means the killer can stay nearby and wait for a survivor to move in for the save. It makes the mechanic a little bit more effective, then increasing it to 10 meters. Very good. Oh my god, I haven't even read the spirit yet, but I've just seen this. Please be a huge nerf. This add-on, which increases Spirit's movement speed while using Yamoga's Hunting, is currently far stronger than we'd like. So I'm going to get closer and in line with other add-ons. We've reduced the movement speed bonus to 25%, was 40. Damn right. Damn right. Nice. Dry Cherry Blossom. We've reduced the killer's instinct range of dry cherry blossom to 3 meters, was 4 meters. Nice. Yomoka's amulet. Each of these add-ons increases the duration of Yomoka's hunting. However, since the spirit's power recharges over a set time regardless of duration, this also meant that these add-ons had a hidden secondary effect of making her power recharge faster. These add-ons will no longer cause Yomoka's hunting to recharge faster. Their respective duration increase remains unchanged. Nice. You deserve a nerf with your add-on spirit, honestly. If they nerf Blight, I'm going to do a cartwheel. The crane, crane now increases the recovery rate of Yomoka's hunting by 20%, was 10. Rusty flute now increases the recovery rate of Yomoka's hunting by 40%, was 25%. So you could be able to start your hunting again a lot faster, but I'm glad they've just nerfed her speed overall. Okay, Hag. Warlock Shoe. Warlock Shoe removes the Hag's ability to teleport to her phantom traps, but slows nearby survivors while providing the Hag with a permanent movement speed boost. This add-on isn't doing as well as we like, so we've increased the movement speed boost to 7.5%, was 4.5%. Okay. I don't think that's an issue. No one plays Hag, who cares? Minrack Hag. We've reduced the teleport cooldown to 10 seconds. Half eggshell and cracked turtle egg. Half eggshell now increased phantom trap's duration by 45%, was 30%, and cracked turtle egg now increases phantom trap duration by 55%, was 35%. Oh, were they nerfing Coldwind Farm? Oh wow. For Fractured Cowshed, we found this map lean too heavily in the favor of survivors. Yes, there is a few causes for this. First, the most useful tiles form a big ring around the entire map. This made it very easy for survivors to run to one pallet to another with very little risk of being caught in between. Second, the barn itself is very strong setup for survivors, allowing them to waste quite a bit of the killer's time before leaving. Third, the center of the map is mostly empty, featuring only corn. Once they're generating the corn is completed, the killer has to patrol a big circle around. To remedy this, we have made significant layout changes to the map, breaking up stronger outer ring of the tiles of process. Additionally, we have some adjustments to the layout in the barn itself, which is now slightly closer to the middle of the map to reduce its strength. For Rancid Abattoir, depending on how the map is generated, the slaughterhouse could feature a strong setup for survivors, allowing them to waste a good amount of the killer's time. Additionally, the large freezer in the center of the building featured a single entrance and nothing important to gameplay. No pallets or windows, leaving little or no reason for anyone to explore it. We've updated the layout of the slaughterhouse to make it stronger setups, less effective. We also opened up a wall in the back of the freezer to allow players to navigate it more easily. Damn, that's really, really nice. Across the entire realm, we notice update corn tiles with added details, as well as update edge maps on outer fences. Jesus! This update is huge. Honestly, behavior. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love everything in this update. I think you've done great. Really looking forward to it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this update and what your favorite part is. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this update video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care. Peace out.
私の名は吉良義景、年齢33歳。自宅は森王町北東部の別荘地帯にあり、結婚はしていない。